Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Running this one left. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
They went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun now, first round. Higgins downfield, and he has it. When this gets close to the red zone, he is inside the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
What a hit, and the ball's loose, and the Broncos corral it. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Here comes 2nd and 3 following the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to Bert, what a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw here from Milrow. Has his man. That's their rookie for Morgan. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Come on, let's go.
Milrow with it on first. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Here we go, let's go.
Back back-to-back carries here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Counts, this is Nolan. He goes the distance, touchdown Houston! The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has it downfield, working the left. The 40. Hits the 20. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos reach pay dirt for the first time this game. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air, Stroud. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
All right.
Throwing is Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now give left side. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
He was
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Stroud. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Got his man. This is Noel. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans grow their early lead to 13.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Milrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
He's trying to push the field. A little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but he sacked 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our 1st quarter. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 21-7 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. We're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Over. 118. What's that?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here we go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Jump off top of his back. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1.
Here we go. Hey.
They'll run for this. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be first down Denver. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
18 Radley, 18 Radley. Come 19, come.
Here he goes, third and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up fourth and long. Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line, first and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Headed out right. Stroud is hit, the ball is out. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Back to throw, Stroud. Complete out to the right side. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Broncos go with a dime look here on third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. He's got it, complete to Collins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Gain 15 there. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on first down. Continuing to move past the 45. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2.
Hey, South, 118.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Texans in front here at NRG. Third and just 2 to go.
Buggy. Here we go.
There he is on third and short. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Back to the well again. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5.
Here we go. Race.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. There's a give, left side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's third and goal. Go to him again. And he's going to find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Time for big yards on the right side. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means 1 last play in this half.
For the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
He stays up. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
McCaffrey on third down. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for Broncos first down.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Come on.
From the gun, Milrow. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That is Lewis Seen.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Shotgun now, 1st round. That's completed right side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Dive play straight ahead. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans push their lead further to start the half.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready?
Burrow hangs on to it. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.